What's up, beautiful geeks? Welcome to another iGeek Soccer video, and today we're going to be talking about a brand that's affordable, reliable, and very durable. And I'm talking about the Joma brand. Back in the days, I used to have a I have a long-time relationship with the Joma brand. Back in the days, I used to wear like a lot of Joma shoes. I used to rock them a lot. I used to play with them a lot because they were affordable and they also lasted for a very long time. And today we're going to talk about one of them, this guy right here. So we're going to unbox it, review it, see what comes in the box, which is not much. So let's roll the intro clip and let's get to the review. Let me just kidding. I'm not going to throw it at you. Let's roll the clip. So right when you take the shoes out of the box itself is pretty simple. It's a box that's all kind of gray all over with a little bit of yellow on the side. And right when you open the box, all you see is the shoes. And that's pretty good. You don't get complicated about all these other things that they send you. They don't send you a bag, they don't send you any extra, they just send you the shoes in the box. So one of the things that I've always loved about Joma is their simplicity. Everything about them is simple. Basically, what you see is what you get. And this shoes is not different at all. When you take the shoes out of the box, one of the things that you're going to notice is that the shoes are a little bit heavy. It's not too heavy. Let me don't put it that way to discourage you. It's just a little heavy than a little heavier than other shoes that I'm used to. But it's not like, oh my God, kind of heavy. It's just the right amount of heavy. The colorway of the shoes is pretty straightforward. You have kind of this yellow colorway going on all around. I love yellow. By the way, if you don't know, now you know. I love yellow, so this shoes, I pretty much fancy the shoes a lot. You have a yellow colorway going on all around the shoes with gray, with orange every now and then. So you have orange when you have the Joma color out there is orange. The Joma color out here is orange. On the side of the shoes, orange. Every now and then you see a spot on the shoes, like inside, like a bit the mesh in the inside. On the bottom, not on the inside, but at the bottom of the 3D printed stuff that's laying on top of it. It's kind of like the mesh in there. It's kind of gray and yellow. Orange and yellow. I don't know why I keep saying gray. It's kind of orange and yellow, as you can see right there. And as you move your way to the front, you have this suede-ish kind of feel on the front of the shoes. I don't know if you guys can see it. You have this suede-ish kind of feel here, which is also yellow. And when you move your way to the back, oh, before I forgot, you have like this rubber. It's kind of like a rubber, just like the outsole right there. Just like the outsole, you have this rubber stuff in front here, which is black. And as you move your way to the back, you notice a kind of maroon color right here on the back of the shoes here. And then surrounding it, it's kind of like this Swedish black that just surrounds the maroon color right there, as you guys can see. And the laces are black, as you can see. The laces of the shoes are pretty much just black. The inside of the shoes itself is black. I don't know if you guys can see it. The inside of the shoes is black. And the insole as well. Let me just see if I can grab the insole real quick. We're going to talk about it, but let me just see if I can grab it. It's kind of greenish color, yellow, orange, and white going on there. So as far as the colorway go for the shoes, guys, that's pretty much all you get. It's a pretty straightforward color. You have orange, yellow, and black all over the shoes. And I'm a sucker for yellow, so you know that I'm a sucker for the shoes. So the upper of the shoes is basically a nylon and also 3D printed stuff on the top of it. So if you look at the shoes very closely, let me take it closer to you guys. One of the things that you notice is that it seems like there's a lot of kind of like 3D printed design on the forefront of it. You have like this kind of like 3D printed stuff that are laying right on top of it. And inside you have like kind of like this mesh effect, like this mesh effect. Sorry, this kind of mesh stuff going on the inside there, and on top of it, it seems like they laid some kind of 3D printed stuff on top of it. So you have the nylon, which I'm assuming the mesh stuff that you see at the bottom is the nylon stuff, and on top of it, you have this 3D printed design. Let me get it closer so you guys can take a look at it. You have this, see here, right? So here is the whole mesh on the inside, the one with the little gray and yellow dots on it. And then on top of it, you have like 3D printed stuff on top of the mesh stuff itself, and that's pretty much the whole shoes, the whole upper of the shoes. You have a mesh on the bottom, and you have a 3D printed stuff on the top of it, which I'm guessing the whole 3D printed part and stuff is supposed to help you control the ball when you play with it. But it doesn't seem like it will have that much of an effect on control or anything. It just seems like it's just there for design. I mean, you guys can look at it. It seems like it's just there for design. It's not so much there for control or anything like that. And again, that's one of the things that I said earlier. Joma is not really big on putting a lot of stuff, text and things like that in their shoes. What they are good for is that they're very durable, they're very reliable, and they're very affordable. Right? So if you're looking for something like, all condition control or 3D printed tiny little dots on the top of your shoes that is going to make you run better, the Joma is not for you, definitely. But if you're looking for something very simple, let's see, it's not that flexible either. It's not that flexible. If you notice, there's a huge pushback to it. Even though it has something on the front that says Flex System, you see right there, it's not extremely flexible. The front of it seems a bit flexible, but as you move your way to the back, it's not very flexible at all. It's somewhat flexible. I mean, I guess you can say it is flexible, but it takes a little bit of power to kind of just flex it. It takes a little bit of push and a little bit of grind to flex it. But yeah, that's the main thing I love about Joma. Is their simplicity. They don't invest a lot of money like Nike would on research and things like that makes soccer player better. And they don't invest a lot of money on paying athletes. I can't talk, my African accent is kicking in. They don't invest a lot of money like paying players like Cristiano Ronaldo to wear their shoes and see how they play in the shoes and perform in the shoes. They create a very simple shoes, and you pay very less for it. And then they pass that. They create a very simple shoes. They don't spend a lot of money in research, and they pass that money over to you, so you don't have to pay a whole bunch of money to buy a very simple shoes that you're gonna play with and ruin in about 2 days. So as far as that goes, that's pretty much all you get for the upper. You have this nylon upper with 3D printed stuff on top of it. So that's all you get for the upper. The tongue of the shoes. Let's talk about the tongue of the shoes a little bit more. The tongue of the shoes as well. I have the nylon stuff on it. I'm bringing it closer. You have the nylon stuff on it inside there, as you guys can see. And on the top here, you have this suede kind of stuff on the top of it with the Joma color right there. So now we're moving away to the inside of the shoes. So the interior of the shoes, I'm going to take this out and throw that away there. So now the interior of the shoes, let's start out with the insole of the shoes. The insole of the shoes, as I showed you guys earlier, it's a pretty simple, a lot more, kind of a little bit thicker than a regular that I'm normally used to. Let me get it closer to you guys again. Right there, it's pretty simple. It's a little thicker though if you look at it from this perspective. Let me see if you guys can see it. So it's a little bit thicker than normal insole shoes that I'm normally used to. Well padded, very well padded. It has a bit of a push, of cushioning push to it. When you push it, it has a Joma call out. It's pretty much just green and yellow. So that's pretty much all you get for the insole of the shoes. Now moving on to the inside. So moving on to the inside of the shoes. The inside is pretty well padded here. So on the top here, it's very well padded on the top here. As you make it around here, the heel area there, it's very well padded. Yeah, very well padded, and that's one of the things. And that's one of the things that I really love about Joma shoes is that they're very comfortable. The breaking time, I haven't tested it yet. We're probably going to test it later on. The breaking time is very amazing on the shoes because they're very comfortable. They're built technically for comfort. So that's one of the things I love about Joma. And then you get to see that in the inside of the shoes as well. You have a nice padding here, not too much, just the right amount of padding there to help support your heel on the side of your feet when you put the shoes on. So as far as the insole go there, you have a midsole that's pretty soft. If you can see the midsole. Right there, that's the midsole on the inside there. It's a lot soft. It's a great pushback to it as well. Very soft and very nice on the insole. So as far as the inside of the shoes go, guys, that's pretty much all you get for the inside. So the outsole of the shoes, we're moving on to the outsole of the shoes. Let me get it a bit closer to you guys again so you guys can take a look at it. This is the outsole of the shoes here. The outsole of the shoes is basically just a kind of rubber, but it's this very thick and very nice rubber. Now, this is what gets me. This is what I like about the Joma shoes. If you play street soccer, if you play any form of indoor soccer, one of the things with Nike shoes that I hate is that the bottom, the bottom just tend to wear out. Like if you play, especially if you play on tennis courts, the bottom just tend to wear out very quickly. But not with this guy. Look at how thick and nice. I think this is one of the reasons why it's just a little bit heavier. Look at how thick and nice it is. Very thick, very nice. Right? Look at it. It's very thick and very nice. And if you play on a tennis court, I guarantee you, this is not going to give up. If anything, the upper of your shoes is going to give up first before the outsole give up. The outsole is very thick and very nice. and it seems like the design seems like it's going to have a very good grip to it. And that's one of the things I've always loved about Joma shoes. The outsole is amazing, and even the upper of the shoes as well is very durable. It's very flexible, very durable. And the outsole might not be very flexible, but it's going to be very durable. That's for sure. It's not like, oh my god, it's not going to bend. It does bend, see, but it's thick and very nice. And that's one of the things I've always loved about the outsole of Joma. And this shoes, it's no different at all. And one of the things that I noticed is that the heel part here is a bit higher, so it seems a little bit higher than usual. Again, it's a design, that's very a cliche of the Joma shoes. And as I tell you, man, I'm a big fan of Joma. I've always been a big fan. So that's pretty much all you get for the outsole of the shoes. Thank you for watching the review video, guys. As you may have noticed, I'm a huge fan of the Joma brand, and most importantly, I'm a huge fan of this yellow, nice looking flashy soccer shoes here. And if you haven't done so already and you've enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button right on the bottom of this video, or make sure you hit the subscribe button. We have the the CR7 Superfly coming up next week, so you definitely want to hit that subscribe button to make sure you see that. Follow us on all of our social media platform. All of those links will be in the description box below. If you want to see a picture of the shoes, I'm going to post it on my website, igeeksoccer.com. Again, that link will be in the description box below. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, because you definitely want to become part of the iGeek Soccer family. There's going to be a huge line of videos coming out, reviews, street soccer vlogs. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thumbs up. And yeah, what is left for me to say? No, I don't think anything. Yes, I will see you guys on the next one. And as always, stay geeking, guys. Stay geeking. Peace.